me know.
Hi guys, my name is Faith Salibonani Moroi. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today my video is about is entitled Dear African Queen. On this video I'm going to talk about my experiences combined with what I've seen out there from my fellow African women. So the first point I'm going to talk about, I've got some list of the stuff that I want to talk about. So the first one is about from a young girl to womanhood. So for example, myself, I came at 18 years of age into the country in the United Kingdom. So at that time I was so young, I had never been independent, but the moment I got into the country, I just had to grow so fast because I didn't have my parents next to me. You know, I just had to fend for myself, work hard to make a living. So what I've noticed, why I'm sharing this is because as a young girl, when you come into the country, you find that you end up making certain decisions because you're not home and you need security as a young woman on how you survive and how you cope, because you know that back home, once you've left, it's so far away and your parents already see you as an adult because now you're on your own out there, and the view that they have about the country is different when you get here. So like you come as a young woman and then you're trying to settle into the country, find security, try to survive. You know, at that time it was so hard. Everyone was working so hard that time, you know, and obviously we're under pressure to impress back home, you know, that we're doing so well. You just arrived, and then I remember working and I just sent all the money back home, like just to impress. And then until you come to age whereby I was around 21, then you start thinking like you need security, you live on your own and everything. So where my life comes in is as a young girl, I wish I was wiser than how I was at that time. I just fell into a relationship in a rush, you know, just for security reasons and for my survival into this country. So I wish I would have taken my time to think exactly on what I want and get to know the person, you know, as much as I can before we make like a serious commitment. Because with my case, we just started living together, and then the person paid lobola for me right away. But then at that time, I didn't even think about what I want for my future. I didn't even think what my goals are. Do they match with the person that I'm with, or we're just settling down? You know, I was so dumb, and at that time, you know, my thinking capacity was so low. You know, I was just like trying to just make a living, you know. So then we just settled, and then straight away, before I knew it, at 22, I had my first baby. We're so young and alone, the two of us. I didn't get any help, you know, any family, because everyone was my cousins and people that are close to me, everyone was scattered all over the country, and I didn't have anyone living near me. So I just had to grow up so fast, you know, take care of the baby, you know, be a wife, you know, and think about what to do for my career. So it was like really too much, but I don't know how I survived those times, you know. But that's why they say go for those who believe in God, that God can't give you something that you can't manage. So somehow I became strong, and I used to laugh about that, you know. sometimes what you do as a young girl, it ends up helping you as a when you grow up. Because when I was back home, in Africa, I used to like playing with kids. I used to love babies. So even my neighbors, when they have kids, I'll go to them, babysit for them, as if I knew that I'm gonna need that experience when I migrate to another country, or when I'm alone. I don't have anyone close to help me with the baby, because my husband was young as well. It was his firstborn. He didn't have any experience. So for me, I didn't struggle that much in that area, because I was experienced with babies. So I managed to take care of my baby, and when she was around 6 months, I managed to go to college and make something out of my life, at that time. Because it's always good as a woman to always find other things to do, not just concentrate on one thing. Try to develop yourself, even if you're at home, or even if you're doing different things. You just have to do something that develops you, or career wise, or growing as a woman. So why I say this point is, it's just to advise, young women who are not married, or those who are not into serious relationship, that before you dwell deeper into a relationship, you have to first know the person and check each other's goals, and see if they match, and you've got the same aspirations, and the same interest, and you agree on most of the things that for survival, like the living lifestyle, in your house and everything. Because myself, I made a mistake. Anyway, I'm gonna go deeper as time goes on. All those things I didn't consider. I just thought, oh, I'm married. People just said, I'm married. That was it. So all those things, I was so dumb. I was just living life. Just, I've got a husband, I've got a baby. We eat, we go to work, we come back. So all those things, they didn't matter at that time. So, but just make a note as a young girl that at least, if you've got sisters or friends or people who are close, learn from them, so that you don't make the same mistakes, that they've made. Take that as an advantage, that you've got people around you. So say to yourself, no, I've seen where my sister went wrong, or my friend went wrong. So for myself, I want this, develop yourself as a young girl. Don't rush, to marriage or to settle down, because there's a lot of things that you have to give up once you settle with someone. You're not gonna be able to fulfill your dreams as much as when you're a young girl single. So this point was to just say, I wish I had known better. I would have made certain decisions differently. So why it's important is just to teach women, like if they hear this video, or they've got sisters, just to remind women that you need to take your time, think hard about what you want about your life. Do not rush to make certain decisions, because they'll always come back to bite you later on in life.